Okay, I'm waiting for some of y'all to get in. Greetings, everyone. How's everybody today? This is Kaiser of your Standing Light community. And we got an important message for you all today, for those who stay to the end, because I always save the best for last. So if you leave out before we get the message, then you miss the blessing that is here for you. So there's a lot of things happening. I don't know if everyone is keeping up. However, the community is taking off, just like everything is taking off. Now, I wanted to get some scriptures to back up what I was saying. However, I decided that you need to do that yourself. You need to do your research and verify what I'm going to tell you, because it's right there in the scriptures. It's in all the scriptures, whatever your belief is. Everything is there. So I'm not a Bible scholar. I don't ever profess to be, but I do know the prophecy. I do know what is to come and what is to be. And if you are paying attention to what's happening around the world, and you are one of the so-called oppressed, then you know this is your day. Because this is your day, there's a lot of efforts to take you out, meaning the enemy do not want you to experience all that you have coming to you. He don't want you to experience it. Why? I don't know. You got to ask him that. I'm just here to tell you to watch your step, be careful, because they fear you. Who fear you, Kaiser? The colonialist, the colonizer. He fears you. Why do he fear you? Because there was so much fear put on our ancestors years and years ago in the process of destroying us as a nation of people, taking away everything we are, language, culture, way of life. We experience a lot of fear. So the prophecy says that the day is going to come that fear is going to be taken off of us and put back upon those who oppress us, who oppressed our ancestors. Now, I think the young people, I think what is called Z generation, the ones born in the 2000s or close by there, you all are the ones who are really to bring in this change. But you have to know, you don't have to know, but it'd be good if you know what your assignment is. Some of y'all coming here not knowing your assignment, trying to blend in. No. If you're a millennial, you're not supposed to blend in. I'm gonna say that again. If you're a millennial, you're not supposed to blend in. You're supposed to stand out. You are the leaders. And they knew let me stop saying they so you know who I'm speaking of. The colonizers knew that the day was going to come, that they was going to have the fear multiplied that was put upon your ancestors. So this is the day. So just be aware of that. They fear you because of guilt, because of what they have done. and they feel repercussions. Now, remember the story of Job in the Bible? I'm just going to make this brief reference. Remember what happened to Job in the Bible? He lost everything. Remember? He lost everything. His children, his cattle. That was a sign of wealth back then. Today, money would be a sign of wealth. He lost everything. How did he lose and why did he lose it? Well, he thought that if he just pray that God forgive him, everything be all right. Everything was going good, he thought. But go back and read the book of Job. It'll tell you he had fear that the wrath of God was going to come up on him because of the sins of his children, or maybe something in his past he had guilt about. The point being made is that because he had that fear, what he feared, the wrath of God upon him, it actually materialized. So that is what happened to the colonizer, the colonist, what do you say, colonizer, colonist? Yeah, that's what's happening to the colonist. The fear he have of you, of us, is materializing that he is causing the wrath of God to come upon him because of his fear. Oh, it's all around you. You know, I'm just giving a message, but they fear you hearing it, so they delete my message. Now, if you have no fear, why are you going to delete a message that's being brought to you by the Creator? Not only that, they make sure the message is not rotated. Yeah, this is not no AI. This is a human being person sitting back directing AI. But they cannot win. They cannot win, and they know that. So all their joy is they have a sense of joy if they can take one of God's people out. They feel like they're doing their duty. It's sick, right? I know it's sick, but that's it. So don't get angry at anyone because anger accelerates their fear. Try not to raise your voice. Try to be cordial. And you know, a smile works wonder. A smile will disarm anyone. A smile would disarm anyone. So these are the weapons you use. You don't need to get his weapons. You don't need to use the weapon he uses. He's got to have all these bullets and guns and stuff because he's feeling naked in the spirit. But you have wealth in the spirit, so you don't need the physical. Now, I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying you don't need it. Is it a deterrence? Yes. Is it wrong for you to have them? No. I'm just telling you what spiritual people do. Because you can change the situation with your thoughts, your mind. You have to realize the power that you have. We wasn't put here defenseless. You see, we was really the most gifted. Our ancestor was the most gifted, because he said those who volunteer for this assignment knew that we had to be descendants of a people who had lost everything. But we said, yeah, I go, because we had to find our way back. It's like finding your way without a map. You got to really use your spirit. And that's what we've been required to do. So rejoice that you here, you one of the chosen, and you receiving instructions all the time. You always receive instructions. You got to know that. And you know the right instructions are telling you to do right. The wrong instructions are telling you to do wrong. So you have to be sure, don't try to get tit for tat with nobody. Anyone, don't go for tit for tat. People are going to challenge you because you're shining, you're a light. They want to distract you. They really want to take you out. So just constantly be in meditation of higher thoughts. You can see, this is not the time to get into lewdness. If you're one of the chosen, you cannot be in lewd behavior. That's what we gave the enemy to keep him distracted. You cannot dabble into that stuff, and it's all over. Yeah, they want you to lose your power by practicing lewd behavior. And you got to escape it. It's everywhere. So that's the message. The colonist has fear of you because it's been given to him from our ancestors. The feeling in the scriptures says the fear he put on us, he will put on his descendants way down the line. I think they say 5th and 6th generations. So we are that generation, and we are experiencing our blessings. If you just tune into it and don't be distracted, because they're not going to tell you. You're not going to see it on TV. Matter of fact, that's his main weapon. I would stay away from that. That's something to lower your vibrations. It's not to raise it. 3 things I would stay away from: receiving any moral instructions from them, not receiving any spiritual instructions from them, not receiving any instructions from them. You have to go with your inner voice that's speaking of high ideas. If it's telling you something negative, that's not the voice you listen to. Got it? Okay, well, go out there and make it happen. And remember, he's already lost, but he wants you to lose. He wants to take you out with him. So don't be a victim, because you are not the victim. You are the victor. And you got to know that. You've already won. You've already won. He's already lost. So conduct yourself that way. Okay? So peace and love, family, and we'll talk again.